Good evening, Adam. Here it's almost good night. Here it's 9:50. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
I am amazing. You tell me, how are you?
Very good, very good, very good this morning.
I can see the background. Background is so amazing.
Yeah, I'll show it to you. Hold on. Let's see. We're in the house.
Wow.
This is where I live.
That is something so amazing, so beautiful. So welcome, Adam and Firangi talk show. And I hope this day will be amazing for both of us because we are going to learn so many things from you. And some will tell about our India, like what's going on and not.
What's going on over here? We're on this quarantine COVID lockdown still here in Hawaii. And it's just been a lot of hanging out and surfing and hanging out with my daughters and daddy daycare.
Okay. So, Adam, let's start the show by asking some of the questions and how you describe yourself as a stuntman.
Well, I kind of have a niche look. So for me, because I'm my height and build and weight, and then I'm also have red hair and blue eyes. I play a lot of certain characters that I play often. So I would say that I'm personally I think I'm a kind of a well-rounded stuntman with my skill set and skill level. I can drive vehicles, ride motorcycles, shoot all the guns, and get lit on fire and do all the normal stunts that stuntmen are supposed to do. So I would describe myself as a well-rounded stuntman.
Okay. So, tell me one thing if you are telling about the rights and all, which is your favorite stunt you do?
I have a lot. I mean, I really like to get behind the wheel of a car and also get on a motorcycle. I like vehicles. Vehicles are, you get to experience some wild rides when you're doing vehicles. But then shooting all the fully automatic weapons and flying in the helicopters and hanging off the side of buildings is also pretty exciting.
Oh. So, you are doing like a crazy stuff that a common person is dreaming to do.
Yeah.
What gives you so much of strength?
I mean, mentally, we have a lot of mental strength as the stunt community here in America and all over abroad. We have to be very prepared for the unthinkable and the what ifs. So we mentally prepare ourselves for stunts constantly, and then physically, all stuntmen and women stay at top shape. At least the top guys in the game and girls in the game, they really work on their physique and their performance skills.
Like for stunt, I know that some of the mental strength is also required. So what do you do to enhance your mental strength?
Um, for me personally, I like to stay focused on the what I'm about to do at hand. Like if I'm about to do like a stair fall or blind stair fall, or if I'm about to crash a car, that whole entire day I'll stay focused, or that whole week I'd stay focused on what I need to do and mentally go through it through my mind, make sure I'm prepared with all of my safety equipment, and then have that confidence level that you're going to need to actually perform that stunt and do it really well for the camera, so you don't have to do it over and over again and waste a lot of time and money.
So like how will you keep yourself focused? Because as a common people, our focus is so distracted. Like we cannot focus on one thing to do. Even the people are not focused about their career, and you are focusing on each and every strength. So how it is possible for you? Like what are the extra thing that you do to make you yourself focused?
um, I like to, I like to vision what I'm about to do, whether it's
Okay.
whether it's that day, like if I'll envision what the stunt entails, and for me, I'll also even write it out on paper, and I'll do diagrams, and if it's going to be a car scene, I'll bring little cars and we'll map it out so it gets to where we don't waste the time and the money, and it's real precise. You have to be really precise when you're doing stunts because a lot of time there's lives on the line.
That means you are telling that you first live in your imaginary world, then you face the real thing.
Yeah, correct. We actually do something called previs, where we do the stunt in a warehouse, or we do the scene in a warehouse and we film it amongst ourselves. And then after we film it amongst ourselves, we then edit it, and it looks pretty much exactly like what you'll see in the film. We then show it to the director. If he likes that, then he puts it on his film and puts his spin on it. So there's like steps that need to be taken for each scene and each stunt that have a lot of, pre-development to get them to where you guys actually see them on the big screen.
I want to ask, like, being a super, like, you're telling that you're hyper focused, you don't concentrate on other part if you are into something. So I want to ask, like, how you started, because you are also a common human being. Your in your life also many distraction came. How you ignored the distractions and you concentrated on only one thing? Like, I want to know your journey.
Well, I mean, for me, it's all about prioritizing. You have to know what you want, and like it's easy to want everything and to want everything now. That's how everybody is. Everything is instant gratification now with technology and Instagram, and but that'll all just distract you. So you have to prioritize your goals, and you have to set goals. And then when you set the goals, you have to actually get to the goals and not change them and not falter. So the best thing to do, my advice, is to definitely set your goals, prioritize what you want to do, and then get it done. Take it serious.
Okay, that is something very great you told me. Matlab, if I want to summarize this thing, it actually means that to become something. Okay, before I want to summarize, Adan, I want to ask you one more thing. Like, if we people don't know what to do, like we don't know our targets, we don't know our aims, then how we can decide our goals one by one?
You said it again. I lost it.
I'm telling, like, if I don't know, suppose I'm a girl and I don't know what to do in my life. I even don't know where to go, where not to go. I'm not having the path. So how I can like make aims or achieve that because I don't know what to do in my life.
Well, I mean, that's a hard question because everybody's so different. But for me, I can give you my example. I've had a long journey in the film career that I've taken. Been in this thing for 17 years now, and I didn't grow up wanting to be a stuntman. I was studying to be a stockbroker and go into business, and I did do that. I did go into business, and I did own companies and restaurants, and I have had a lot of other careers. But if somebody out there doesn't really know what they want to do or how to do it, I've always felt that you have to find out like what your passion inside is, what you really want to, what makes you happy, like, because if you do a job just because you want to be rich, it's just that, it's a job. And 99% of the time, if you're doing that, you're making someone else rich because you're working for someone else. So
Exactly.
if you see yourself happy being a farmer, then that's what you really have passion for. So my advice to everybody out there is, for a career, do something that's really passionate, because there's that corny saying, if you do something you love, you'll never work a day in your life. But it is true, because when I go to work and I'm a stuntman and I'm on set, I just look at my friends and I go, I can't believe they're going to pay me to crash this car. I can't believe they're going to pay me to fall out of this building. It's like, I can't, it's not a job. It's like I would do this for free.
So yeah, like you love this craziness. That's what you have chosen this to be a stuntman or what?
Yeah, like my career is really blessed. I gotta say that not a lot of people get to become a stuntman as fast as I did, and I was lucky enough to have the right people that believed in me, and they knew like, okay, I can ask Aiden to do this, and he's crazy enough, he'll go do it. And then you have to have the skill set to do it. And growing up here in Hawaii and the friends that I grew up with and the circle that I was in, everybody was always trying to one up each other or be that little bit more crazier than the next guy. So it enabled us to, we were all stuntmen, all my friends here in Hawaii, that we were all stuntmen as kids for sure. So it came real natural for me to be a stuntman. And then I'm I'm a horse's ass, so the acting thing is no problem. I'm already a clown, you know.
So I just want to ask you the last question. I won't like bother you much. So this is the last question that I'm actually curious to know. That is, I want to know your history. How a normal person became an ardent stunt man.
Um, well, I would say like for me, how I became a stuntman, because I'm still the normal person right now. There's nothing special about me. Maybe I'm big or something like that, but any normal person can achieve becoming a stuntman, or a stunt woman. But for you to do it, you really have to have the drive, because you can't go from you have to go from normal to super when you become a
Yeah.
stunt. There's a lots of risk, and it's really demanding on your body. You can't do it and just be a couch potato. You can't be a stunt person and just think you're gonna get behind the wheel of a car and crash the car at 60, 70 miles an hour, because the next day you wake up with pain in your body that you didn't even know that you could ever have. And it's definitely not for the faint-hearted, and it's definitely not for the out of shape human beings. You guys have to really hone your skills when you want to actually be in this field.